Legendary warriors, the powers that created us now want us all extinguished. We must join forces, or else forever be their slaves. For today, in the name of freedom, we take the battle to them. Let's roll.
Good morning, everybody. Peace and blessings. It's yours truly, Dan Adams, a.k.a. the Soulful Conservative, the DA and the prosecutor, coming to you live once again with the Heat broadcast, podcast, and always, ladies and gentlemen, always coming to you live and direct from the Political Heat remote studios, a.k.a. the vehicle, a.k.a. the Blueberry, on the way into the 9 to 5. Roseanne. Now, I may lose a few with what I have to say, but this is coming from the heart. So wherever it leads is where it's going to go. I am not going to repeat any, and I mean any, of the downright insulting comments that Roseanne made. And for those out there, and I'm going to get into it in just a second, but for those out there, and I put it on social media last night, either we have standards for everyone across the board or we don't. That's just how I feel. And in regards to these comments made by Roseanne and the subsequent canceling of her reboot on ABC, as a black man, the Planet of the Apes remark is what got me. Now, a lot of people out there saying, yeah, I can't stand Valerie Jarrett just as much as you. But as a black man, being referred to as an ape is just as insulting, is just as horrific as being called the N-word. That's just me and how I feel as a black man. Now, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, indeed, one Valerie Jarrett does, by her facial structure and look, resemble an ape. There's no getting around it. You can try and pussyfoot around it and do whatever the hell you want. Because for me, I am not the type of individual, number one, who thinks he's good looking. I know I have frailties. I know I have scars on my face. My teeth are jacked up. And I'm not afraid to admit it. So for me to come at this woman like this, knowing I have the many flaws that I have, I'm speaking the truth. She does resemble an ape. But in the context of how Roseanne spoke those words, meant what she said, she cut deep, ladies and gentlemen. She cut real deep. And it doesn't matter if it's Valerie Jarrett or Martin Luther King. That was a racist comment meant to cut deep. If she didn't mean it as a racist comment and she meant it as a description of how one Valerie Jarrett looks, where do you stand on that, ladies and gentlemen? From a woman to another woman, calling her out as looking as an ape. Now, as a man, as I said, as a black man, as I said, I take being called an ape equal to being called the N-word. That's just me. But let's move on to the second part of this discussion, the cancellation of the Roseanne reboot. As I stated on social media last night, if you didn't catch it, what did you expect from ABC, owned by Disney? Liberal, liberal, liberal Disney. Did you expect, even though she apologized out of her ass, that they were going to keep the show on ABC? Are you kidding me? So, people are already saying the hypocrisy of it all in regards to when the left and the liberals and the numbnut moonbats come out of the woodwork, like that professor and her comments about Barbara Bush, and any of the outlandish things that are said from the left, and nothing is done about it, as I stated at the beginning of this podcast. There shouldn't be any, and I mean any, ladies and gentlemen, leniency. It should be equal across the board in regards to punishment. If you come out and say incendiary things like this, whether you've said it from the left, whether you said it from the right, or whether you have said it from the middle, the same should apply across the board. Punishment should apply equally. Has it been done? No. Because, ladies and gentlemen, as I stated on social media last night, the majority of the mainstream, aka lamestream media outlets, whether it's TV, radio, print, websites, they are run and operated by liberals. So what did you expect? I expected the cancellation. Many people are saying in regards to she shouldn't have got canceled. But are we going to play that game? Are we going to play that hypocritical game when a leftist or a liberal says something as incendiary as Roseanne did, and we want action, taken against them? Are we not going to step above the fray, ladies and gentlemen, and not be that hypocrite? Now, obviously, life is not fair. Life will never be fair. But what are we going to do about it in regards to when a situation like this arises? Are we going to not, I wish I had some water in my car. Are we not going to go down the path of walking the walk and talking the talk? I'm going to let that marinate. I'm going to let this infiltrate your medulla oblongata and your cerebellum and anything, your cerebral cortex, everything that is involved in brain function. Excuse me. Let's go and move on to the second and final topic. And this one's going to be quick. Jeff Sessions, I guess, is going to be called as a witness in the Mueller probe. As the Mueller Turns, ladies and gentlemen. The ongoing saga of the special counsel, Robert Mueller, and his investigation in non-existent Russia collusion in the Trump campaign. From what I'm hearing, he is going to be called as a witness. From what I've heard, Trump had asked him not to recuse himself and was upset to the fact that he was adamantly disappointed in the fact that Jeff Sessions recused himself from the Russia investigation, the initial Russia investigation. Hoped and wished that he didn't. And now we're leading up to this now revelation in regards to Jeff Sessions being called as a witness for the special counsel as the Mueller Turns investigation. Nothing's going to come of this because he recused himself, number one. Is he going to be a target for some type of, I guess, indictment? I don't know. Because what does Mueller have on Sessions? No one knows. Are we going to have another 3 a.m. raid like Manafort? I doubt it. But with this investigation, who knows? Because it's going down paths that no one expected. So as you go about your day, try not to let this Roseanne controversy completely, I guess, envelop your entire being. Don't let it take you over the top. Yeah, it is a horrible, horrible situation. A lot of people are disappointed, upset. But we got to take it and move on. What's going to be done about it? Is another network going to pick the show up? Who knows? But how about, as I stated in social media last night, with the mainstream media dominating media outlets as they are, there needs to be an alternative. There needs to be several alternatives. So all of you billionaire conservatives out there need to come together and make it happen. Point blank, end of story. May God continue to bless you and yours. May He keep you and your family safe. Until next time, God bless. Peace.
If I said it, I meant it. Bite my tongue for no